We live in a world awash in information, a chaotic sea of news and opinions. Gone are the days when we relied solely on a handful of established news sources. Social media has upended the game, ushering in a new breed of news intermediaries, the influencers. These digital-savvy individuals armed with massive online followings now hold significant sway over how information, especially news, is consumed, particularly by younger generations. A recent study by the Reuters Institute for the Study of Journalism paints a stark picture. It found that a growing number of young people turn to social media platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram as their primary sources for news. This marks a significant shift away from traditional news outlets and underscores the growing influence of social media personalities in shaping news narratives. These influencers, often charismatic and relatable, offer a more personalized and engaging way to consume news. They break down complex issues into easily digestible snippets, often injecting humor or personal anecdotes to make the information more palatable. This approach resonates with younger audiences who are accustomed to the fast-paced, visually driven world of social media. However, this shift towards influencer-driven news is not without its pitfalls. While influencers may excel at simplifying complex issues, their reliance on brevity and their desire to entertain can sometimes come at the expense of depth and accuracy. This raises concerns about the potential for misinformation and bias to proliferate, especially as trust in traditional journalism wanes. Traditional media outlets, once the undisputed gatekeepers of information, are grappling with this rapidly evolving media landscape. While giants like the New York Times, the BBC, and CNN still command substantial audiences, their traffic patterns have become increasingly unpredictable, subject to the whims of the news cycle and the influence of external factors. Political events, with their inherent drama and capacity to dominate news cycles, often lead to spikes in traffic for mainstream news sites. Election scandals and international conflicts draw readers in, eager for updates and analysis. However, once the dust settles, traffic tends to recede, leaving news organizations scrambling to maintain engagement. Adding to this volatility are the methodological changes employed by web analytics companies. These changes, often made to improve accuracy or reflect evolving internet usage patterns, can have a significant impact on how media outlets are ranked and perceived. A case in point is the recent surge in the New York Times ranking, attributed in part to adjustments made by SimilarWeb, a leading digital intelligence platform. These fluctuations highlight the challenges facing mainstream media in the digital age. The need to adapt quickly to breaking news, coupled with the constant pressure to maintain audience engagement, has forced these organizations to rethink their strategies and experiment with new formats to remain relevant in an increasingly crowded and fragmented media environment. India's rise in the global arena is nothing short of remarkable. Over the past few decades, the country has transformed into a powerhouse of economic growth, technological innovation, and cultural influence. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom, once a dominant global force, is experiencing a period of significant change. The landscape is shifting, with new challenges and opportunities emerging on the horizon. As we delve deeper into this evolving narrative, it's crucial to understand the dynamics at play and the potential impacts on the global stage. Stay with us as we explore these fascinating developments. Algorithms. They are the unseen gatekeepers of our digital world. These complex mathematical models decide what content we see, shaping our perceptions and influencing our decisions. But how do they work? And more importantly, can we trust them? The balance and bias in media are age-old concerns, but in the digital age, they take on new dimensions. Algorithms, while efficient, can inadvertently perpetuate biases. They learn from data, and if that data is biased, well, the algorithm will be too. It's a delicate balancing act between efficiency and fairness. Traditional media, once the cornerstone of information dissemination, now finds itself at a crossroads. The rise of digital platforms has disrupted its dominance. Yet, traditional media still holds value, offering depth and credibility that can be elusive in the fast-paced digital world. The challenge lies in adapting without losing its essence. Paid journalism, despite the proliferation of free content, remains invaluable. It supports investigative reporting, in-depth analysis, and journalistic integrity. In a time when misinformation is rampant, the role of paid journalism in upholding truth and accountability cannot be overstated. It's an investment in quality information,